Okay, so I went to see. Okay, so I went to see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which is a pretty long title, but okay, so I went to see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. So I went to see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and at one point when I was watching it, I started seeing some parallels with The Walking Dead. The main character's name is Noah. He's a young chimpanzee, and I think he starts off as Carl, and he ends the movie as Rick. There's a human character named May, and she reminded me a lot of Jesus. She's a scavenger, but she's looking for assistance. There's an evil bad guy, and he struck me as Negan. In the movie, his name is Proximus Caesar, and he is leading the group of bad guys, and they live in a base, which kind of reminded me of the Sanctuary a little bit. Now, he's not totally like Negan, because Negan's all about, people are a resource. But Proximus is like, I'll spend as many apes as I have to reach my objective. So a little bit different in the philosophy. One scene that is very Negan is a human shield scene Negan pulled off in a season 7 episode. Well, in the movie, we have an ape shield scene. So Negan. There's another character played by William H. Macy, and he's kind of like Eugene when Eugene decided to live with the Saviors and work for the Saviors. Now, I don't want to give any spoilers, but I was very impressed with this movie. I really liked it. The CG was spectacular. I wasn't pulled out of the movie at any moment. I totally believed in everything I was watching, especially the eyes, the facial expressions. It's outstanding, just like the second and third movies in the previous trilogy. So if you like the previous trilogy, if you like the second and third movies, you'll probably like this one. And this is supposed to be the beginning of a new trilogy. There are a lot of things that were taken from the original movies back in the 1960s and early 1970s. They're more like window dressing. Attention isn't really given to them in the film, but you notice them if you're familiar with those movies. I'm sure there are lots of YouTubers making their lists now. 20 things you can see in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes that came from previous movies, or top 10 things ripped off from the original series back in the 60s. But it's nothing like that. It's just recognizing that this comes from a lineage. Oh, by the way, the Walking Dead stuff, it's not throughout the whole movie. There are just some scenes that made me think of parallels to The Walking Dead. The world at times has a bit of a Fallout feeling. There's a bit of a Vault flavor. Sometimes it feels like Aperture Science in Portal. There's a lot going on. It's not just Walking Dead stuff. Now, this is supposed to be the start of a new trilogy, and I think they did a great job. This is a great launching point. If you didn't watch the previous trilogy, you'll be okay. There's a little text blurb at the beginning that summarizes everything you need to know. There's some time distance between the third film and this film, so things have happened, things have changed. There are no recurring characters from previous movies. You could go into this totally blind, knowing nothing about the previous films, and still understand exactly what's going on. And it might make you curious enough to go back and watch those earlier films, if you haven't seen them already. I highly recommend this movie. Check it out. Thanks for watching.